Hi there everyone, how are you all doing? I'm doing fantastic. Today I'll be discussing fragrance from the house of Lattafa. I have with me Asad Bourbon, a recent release. This one came out recently in Bangladesh, not too long ago. So this is the box, Asad Bourbon, or the Parfum concentration, 100 ml juice. Nice looking packaging, you can see the logo, the design, the textured design, see the textured surface. Simple but nice looking packaging. So nothing extremely flashy, but a decent one. So yeah, Asad Bourbon. Now there are two other fragrances. That is Asad the Elixir. No, the Asad OG, the black bottle. So that one is a clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir, and then the Asad Zanzibar. Zanzibar is more or less a dupe of Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Beau, the coconutty vibe, tropical coconutty vibe. So those two fragrances. I'm not going to talk about those two fragrances, but I'm here to talk about this fragrance, Asad Bourbon, and let you know how I like it. So, also, I'll tell you which one amongst these three, the line of Asad, I like the most. So, yeah, wait for it. But this is the packaging I showed you. This is the bottle. See, brown color bottle. Yep, Asad Bourbon, Lattafa written here. The finishing is okay. I'm not a fan of this type of bottle designs. Looks cheap. You can see the logo. The cap is a click on cap, solid click on cap. Let me show you the bottle once again. To me, the bottle design feels cheap. This is the atomizer. Decent distribution. Let me spray this here. Yep, freshly sprayed one. And the dry down on my other hand. So this one, Lattafa Asad Bourbon. How does this one smell? This one contains Mirabelle plum, lavender, and pink pepper right at the top. Then the mid contains nutmeg, davana, and cacao. And the base contains bourbon, vanilla, amber, and vetiver. So these are the notes. Now, what do I detect? Right out of the bat, the opening to my nose feels aromatic, fruity. I detect this fruity tone, Mirabelle plum, but nothing like plum in my opinion. This one feels fruity, not like those orthodox plum, the typical plum that we get. So not like the plum that you get in Dior Tobacco, not that type of plum. Okay, this is Mirabelle plum, but I'm not getting the plum-like feel. But there is fruity sweetness. Okay, there's slight hint of jammy fruity sweetness in this one. So yeah, as I told you, fruity, aromatic, slightly peppery as well. I'm detecting very mild pepperiness with the fruity aromatic tone. When this one starts to dry down, let me remind you, from the moment I sprayed it, this one reminded me of few different fragrances. I'll be telling you the names later, but the mid phase, the dry down on my skin, this one with the peppery tone, this one actually starts to become more and more vanilla dominant. The bourbon vanilla pops in. I'm getting this ambery vanilla like feel with bit of pepperiness as well. So this one is warm spicy, this one is fruity sweet, this one is aromatic. The fruity sweetness is being complemented by the lavender, the aromatic tone. There's peppery tone as well. Then comes this slight hint of vanilla that actually enhances its power somehow. And in the dry down, you get more and more vanilla, ambery tone. There is this balsamic tone, balsamic, earthy green type of tone in the opening. In the mid phase, the Davana actually, I think the Davana is playing the green, and this balsamic type of feel that I'm getting is coming from the Davana. And the Davana especially reminds me of one fragrance that is Stronger With You, absolutely. Okay. So yeah, the smell is simple. It's fruity. It's very aromatic. This one is vanilla dominant, has this peppery tone to it, very mass appealing scent. So very safe, very playful type of scent profile. Sweet, fruity, aromatic, vanilla dominant, cacao type of slight bit of chocolatey tone. Very safe, mass pleasing DNA. Okay. Now, as I told you, I get resemblance to Stronger With You Absolutely. I also get resemblance to Azzaro's Most Wanted Parfum. Yep. So many people say that this is also similar to Jean-Paul Gaultier's Scandal Absolu. I haven't smelled Absolu, the Scandal Absolu that is, but I can reassure you that I have tried, I have used Azzaro's Most Wanted Parfum, the EDP Intense, and Stronger With You Absolutely. So yeah, Stronger With You Absolutely is one of my favorite fragrances, so I'm used to it. Azzaro's Most Wanted Parfum, Azzaro Most Wanted EDP Intense, and Stronger With You Absolutely. These three fragrances, uh, this particularly Asad Bourbon, is kind of a mixture of those three fragrances that I just told you about. Okay, so Stronger With You Absolutely, Azzaro Most Wanted EDP Intense, Azzaro Most Wanted Parfum. A mixture of these three fragrances, and you get this. There are different tones as well. This is not straight up copying those three fragrances, but you'll get the vibes. Okay, so yeah, very safe scent profile. So mass pleasing, crowd pleasing scent profile. Now let's dive into the performance. On my skin, I got I have to say the performance didn't surprise me. I was not actually fond of the performance because what I got is only 2 to 4 hours of longevity on my skin and clothing. Okay, let's say 3 hours. So I'm sure these Middle Eastern fragrances, if you let it rest for 1 2 months, this will actually get better. So this might get better. So longevity of 3 hours, and projection is decent. 1 hour of decent projection will get you noticed, creates a nice scent trail. But after that 1 hour, this one comes close to the skin. So 3 hours of overall longevity. Okay, location wise, this is a sweet, fruity, aromatic, vanilla based fragrance, sweet fragrance. So winter season, this is going to work really well. You can use this whenever you want, however you want. Your fragrance, your wish. So I'm no one to actually restrict you. Use your fragrances however you want. I can use this all year round, no problem. But this is targeted for winter because of the sweetness. But in controlled environment, even you can use this. So very crowd pleaser type of scent profile. I'll say that this will work really well for date nights, casual outings, not formally, but casually when you're going out with your friends, loved ones, casually partying, night outs, date nights. This is going to work really well. Pricing in Bangladesh is 2700 taka to 3000 taka depending on the seller. That is $22 to $24 roughly. Okay, so there goes the pricing. Now let's drop my final verdict. Is it a good fragrance? Yes, a good fragrance. A very good mass pleasing DNA, sweet, aromatic, fruity, has vanilla tone, loads of vanilla tone. This one will easily remind you of 3 to 4 fragrances. If you have those fragrances, you'll easily detect those fragrances, the similar category, similar DNA. Okay, fragrances like Azzaro's Most Wanted EDP Intense, then Azzaro Most Wanted Parfum, then Armani's Stronger With You Absolutely. So these are the fragrances that comes to my mind when I actually sniff this fragrance. Now, is it a clone? Not a direct clone, but you'll get a mix of those fragrances in this bottle. Okay, I have already I have the Stronger With You Absolutely, so I don't need this. So if you have Azzaro's Most Wanted Parfum or the EDP Intense, you don't need this. But if you want something cheaper that has the similar DNA and you want to save those fragrances and apply something cheaper that in terms of the pricing and save those fragrances, you can try this. But if you're someone who haven't used those fragrances, the three fragrances that I mentioned, but you want something in the similar vein, so this is the fragrance that you might like. Okay, Asad Bourbon by Lattafa. So this is my review for today. I'll see you guys next time with another fragrance review. Let me know how you like it. If you have used this, drop by my comment section. And if you haven't used this fragrance, I hope this video will help you discover this fragrance, at least know my perspective regarding this fragrance. Okay, so I'll see you guys next time. Do subscribe to my channel if you like my work. Also join my Facebook group, Fragrance Fanatics of Bangladesh. Take care everyone. Keep smelling good. Peace.